Hey everyone, I've got something pretty cool to share with you today. Valve's been quietly working on a new game called Deadlock, and I've had the chance to dive into it the past week. If you're into games like Overwatch, League of Legends, or Smite, Deadlock just might be up your alley. It's this interesting blend of MOBA and shooter that feels both familiar and fresh at the same time. I managed to snag a playtest invite through a friend, and I've gotta say it's been eating up a lot of my free time. I've clocked about 40 hours in just 5 days, which honestly surprised me. It's been a while since a game got me invested this quickly. I want to walk you through my first impressions of Deadlock. We'll look at how it brings some new ideas to the table while building on concepts we've seen in other popular games. It's got this interesting way of combining elements that just works. I'll break down what I think Deadlock does well, where it might need some tweaks, and why I think it has the potential to make waves in the gaming scene. Whether you're a hardcore MOBA player, a shooter enthusiast, or just someone who likes to keep an eye on what's new in gaming, stay tuned because I think you'll find this interesting. Deadlock has been generating buzz even before its NDA lift, with leaked footage going viral as gamers eagerly anticipated this innovative blend of shooters and MOBAs. I was among these excited fans, so when I got my invite, I jumped right in. I'll be honest, my first few matches were rough. I died frequently and was definitely the weak link on my team. But here's the thing, despite the initial struggle, I found myself completely hooked. The game has this magnetic quality that kept me coming back, eager to improve and explore. What really captivated me was the combination of unique elements, the diverse and intriguing hero abilities, a striking art style that sets it apart, an innovative community build system, and a thoughtful map design with fluid movement mechanics. As I kept playing, I could feel myself improving, which was incredibly satisfying. The learning curve felt challenging, but fair, exactly what you want in a competitive game. What makes Deadlock stand out is how seamlessly it blends familiar elements with fresh ideas. It takes the precise shooting mechanics reminiscent of Overwatch, combines them with the strategic laning phase from League and Smite, and then it adds its own twist with exciting character kits and a unique item system. The result is something that feels both familiar and completely new. I was also impressed by the game's performance. For its title still in playtesting, Deadlock ran smoothly on my system and showed a surprisingly good balance between characters and abilities. It's clear that Valve has put a lot of thought and effort into creating a polished experience even at this early stage. Deadlock's character roster is truly impressive, offering a diverse array of heroes that each bring something unique to the table. The game follows the standard MOBA and hero shooter formula of equipping each character with 3 basic abilities, an ultimate, and a primary fire. However, Deadlock sets itself apart with the sheer variety and originality in its characters' kits. Each hero in Deadlock features distinct playstyles and mechanics that make them incredibly satisfying to play, though admittedly frustrating to face. Let's dive into 2 of my favorite characters. My first character is Lady Guist. She's a high-risk, high-reward damage dealer who thrives on health manipulation. Her ultimate swaps health bars with enemies at close range. Her first ability is an AoE bomb that evolves into a damage over time effect the later you get into the game. Her second ability is a tether that also deals damage over time and heals Lady Guist. Her third ability is a projectile that stacks damage amplification against enemies. So with this kit, her playstyle trades her own health for massive damage potential. She's extremely satisfying to play, and I really just enjoy playing her. The second character that I really enjoy playing, his name is Infernus. Infernus embodies the concept of damage over time and features a dual form kit. His ultimate is a charge-up AoE that stuns enemies and deals massive damage upon completion. His ability 1 is a sprint that leaves a burn path for AoE damage over time. His primary fire is a stacking damage over time on enemies, and his damage scales with spirit power, which is similar to magic power in traditional MOBAs. His playstyle is fast-paced, in your face, and very aggressive with combo potential. What sets these characters apart is how their abilities synergize in ways we haven't seen in games like Overwatch or League of Legends. They offer fresh perspectives on what hero shooters can be, pushing the boundaries of the genre. It's also worth noting that Valve is actively developing more characters. In the practice range, you can catch glimpses of heroes in early development stages. While they're currently bare bones, it's exciting to speculate about what Valve has in store for future releases. This level of character variety and innovative design is a key factor into what makes Deadlock so engaging. Each match feels fresh and you learn to play with and against these unique hero kits, adding layers of strategy and excitement to the gameplay. Deadlock's item system introduces a fascinating layer of strategic depth into the game. It revolves around two primary damage types, Spirit Power, which primarily affects abilities, and Bullet Damage, which enhances primary fire. This dual damage system opens a diverse path for each playstyle and each character. The game features in-lane shops that allow for early in-game purchases, giving proactive players a chance to gain an edge over their opponents if they can secure the necessary gold. Speaking of securing gold, Deadlock introduces an intriguing mechanic where players can deny their enemies extra gold by shooting spirit orbs that drop when minions are killed. This adds a new dimension of lane control and farm denial strategies. Items in Deadlock come with unique passives that offer counterplay options against various character mechanics. This encourages players to think critically about their item choices, adapting their builds to counter specific enemy threats or enhance their team's overall strategy. Perhaps one of the most innovative features of Deadlock's item system is the integration of community-built shop guides directly into the game. This unique approach fosters a thriving community where experienced players can share knowledge, helping newcomers discover effective and interesting builds for different characters. It's a brilliant way to make the potentially overwhelming world of item builds more accessible while encouraging community engagement and knowledge sharing. This combination of strategic depth, unique mechanics, and community involvement in the item system sets Deadlock apart from many MOBAs. It creates an environment where players are constantly learning and adapting, whether they're theory crafting new builds or learning from the community's collective wisdom. Deadlock's map design and movement mechanics truly set it apart from other MOBAs and shooters, creating a dynamic and engaging gameplay experience. The map features an innovative 4-lane structure, with 2 lanes accommodating duo play and 2 designed for solo action. What really adds excitement to the layout are the ziplines connecting these lanes, offering players thrilling and strategic ways to quickly traverse the battlefield. Between the lanes, you'll find jungle camps that savvy players can use to snowball their early gold advantage, adding a layer of strategic depth into the game. The map is further enhanced by jump pads, which not only facilitate interesting movement options, but also create opportunities for surprising players and escapes. The movement system itself is a joy to experience. Characters are equipped with a stamina gauge that governs a variety of mobility options. You can dodge, jump, double jump, roll into a jump, and even slide. This creates a fluid and responsive feel to character control, allowing for creative combinations of movements. High mobility characters truly shine here, able to string together these various options to outmaneuver opponents in ways that feel both satisfying and skillful. All these elements combine, the 4-lane structure, ziplines, jungle camps, jump pads, and nuanced movement system, create a playground that rewards creativity and quick thinking. It's a fresh take on MOBA map design that encourages constant engagement and offers players numerous ways to express their skill, whether through lane dominance, jungle control, or acrobatic outplays. Deadlock has truly impressed me with its innovative approach to the MOBA shooter genre. The game's strength lies in 3 key areas: unique character kits that offer fresh playstyles, groundbreaking map design that we haven't seen before, a diverse and strategic item system. What's particularly exciting about the game is its current popularity, even in its playtest phase. At the time of this recording, Deadlock has reached an astounding peak of 89,000 concurrent players on Steam. For a game that hasn't even officially launched, these numbers are incredibly promising and speaks volumes about its potential. The overwhelming success of the playtest suggests that Valve has tapped into something special with Deadlock. The game's ability to attract such a large player base this early in its development is a strong indicator of its long-term potential. Of course, no game is perfect, and there's always room for improvement. One area that could use some fine-tuning is the frustrating crouch control CC effects, which sometimes feel overwhelming to play against. However, it's worth noting that this is still only the major gameplay issue that I've encountered, which is impressive for a game still in testing phase. Looking ahead, I'm very optimistic about Deadlock's future. If Valve continues to build on the game's current strengths and address player feedback, we could be in the next big hit of the competitive gaming scene. The combination of innovative gameplay mechanics, strong player interest, and Valve's track record in supporting long-term game communities all point towards a bright future for Deadlock. As the game continues to evolve, I'm excited to see how the meta develops, what new characters and items are introduced, and how competitive scene takes shape. Deadlock has certainly captured my attention, and I believe it has the potential to become a major player in the MOBA and shooter genre. Let me know in the comments if you have had a chance to play Deadlock, and tell me what you like or don't like about it. If you don't have access, comment what you are most excited to try in the game. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more Deadlock content.